Hey guys, Stockton here, WinB Cards, and we're going to check in with some camp notes. And right now, if you're doing this hobby for any kind of investment purposes, you need to be paying attention to the camp notes. It'll give you updates on what's going on with the players that you're holding to try to make a profit. Now, everybody's a little scared about this QB class, and the reason why they're a little scared is because last year, CJ Stroud, his cards skyrocketed the minute they came out. And once he got into that sophomore season, they went back down, down, down. And people are predicting that's what's going to happen to this class. And I'll tell you why I don't think that's the case. CJ Stroud, pretty much the only quarterback. Bryce Young came on last year. But at the time, CJ Stroud, after his rookie year, only quarterback of that class worth anything. And then he was immediately overshadowed by these six quarterbacks. And I don't think people are really calculating how rare it is to have six quarterbacks all at this level. These guys are all very, very good. And they have already shown that they're really, really good, except for maybe JJ, who has not yet played. But these are very good quarterbacks, six of them in the top 12 picks. This is a rare situation, and these guys overshadowed CJ, who was fine last year in the NFL, but he did not do anything to further himself in the NFL. He just kind of had the same season over again. People are worried that these guys are going to have similar things happen. They'll have the same season over again. Their prices will plummet. But there's nobody coming in to replace these guys. Cam Ward is definitely the best quarterback of this new rookie class, but I think he's going to struggle a bit. I don't think he's talented as any of these. And he's on a Titans team that I just don't see it. I do not see it, and it's not exactly a popular team either. The Titans are not a very market-friendly team, whereas you're talking about Minnesota, New England, Denver, Washington, Chicago, Atlanta. These are big quarterbacks in big markets. I think these guys will still have all the attention. Jackson Dart has a chance in New York, but I don't think he's nearly as good as these guys. And you start going down the list, next popular name you really come to is maybe Shedeur Sanders, who may not even make the Browns. He's right now taking third-team reps. So people are worried about these guys dropping like CJ did. I don't see it. I think these guys are still going to command attention this upcoming season, and it's going to keep their prices steady, if not inflate them. Camp notes on these guys real quick. So far, Michael Penix Jr. is really, really impressing at Falcons camp. The teammates love him. He's taken a step forward. The beat reporters are saying, like, well, he's proven that he's a real deal NFL quarterback. Caleb, new coach, the Detroit offensive coordinator comes over. Caleb looks great in camp, and he looks great specifically throwing the ball to Rome Odunze. So keep that in mind. Jaden, as good as advertised. Jaden, no drop down. The only thing I worry about with Jaden is obviously Terry McLaurin just asked for a trade. What that means for Jaden, he's going to lose his number one option. It may open the door for Luke McCaffrey, believe it or not. We may have some Luke McCaffrey holders that may be happy with that. But I do worry about losing your number one option. But Jaden, so far in camp, he looks like he's not only improved his game, but his leadership has taken a step up as well. Bo Nix has completely won over his team. People love Bo Nix in Denver. His coach loves him. His teammates love him. That guy is doing everything right. Drake has looked fantastic in camp in New England. And JJ, well, JJ did not play last year. So he's a year behind these guys. Now, he did get to sit behind a tremendous quarterback head coach in Kevin O'Connell and learn. But now he's got to put on the pads, and now he's got to produce. He's throwing interceptions in practice. He's looking a little rough in practice. But I do not worry about JJ because, one, he's a year behind these guys. He'll catch up. Two, his team is loaded. He's got a lot of weapons around him that will make him look good, even if he's not quite good yet. And three, in practice, he's going up with the ones against the ones, and Minnesota has a fantastic defense. That's a Brian Flores defense. I would expect anybody to struggle against Brian Flores defenses, and I never worry about camp interceptions, mainly because you want the guys taking the risk. You do not want them to play safe in camp. Take the risks, find out what your limits are, throw some picks. It's all okay. I have no worries about JJ, but his camp reports have not been great. Now, that's those guys. But there is another guy that is getting a lot of attention in the market. It is, I call him Pluto, because it's like you squint, he's kind of with this group, but not really. We can't really agree if he is part of this group or not. And I am not talking about optic legend Drew Leary. In fact, I am talking about Joe Milton. Now, Milton, obviously, he is not getting the respect in the market like these guys do. Nobody does. But if you look at Joe Milton prices, right now, Joe Milton is getting priced in this really weird area because people are banking on the fact that they think Joe Milton is going to take over for Dak Prescott. And when he does, they're going to be holding all these Joe Milton rookie cards. It's not a bad idea. I'm not against it. I have not been loading up on Joe Milton like other people have. I've just been collecting Joe Milton as they've come to me. But there's a couple things working against Joe Milton. One, Dak Prescott, he's pretty entrenched there. He's paid a lot of money. He's been there 10 years. If you read the camp notes, there is no controversy. There is no pressure from Joe Milton on Dak Prescott. A lot of the idea that there's a pressure on Dak Prescott is coming from the fan side and from the collector side that are convinced that at some point Joe Milton's going to take over for Dak Prescott and he will suddenly become the top quarterback in the Dallas Cowboys, the most popular franchise, coming from New England, already a popular franchise, and that his prices will skyrocket. So what you're seeing is stuff like this for Joe Milton. And I'm here to tell you, unless Dax gets hurt, and that's really what you're banking on, unless Dax gets hurt, I don't see it. I do believe Joe Milton has talent. Maybe in the future, Joe Milton's talent will win that job out. Maybe Dak is on his last year, but I don't think Joe Milton this year is going to get the opportunity. And a lot of Dallas fans are hoping for Joe Milton, I think primarily because it's been 10 years with Dax. They have not seen the Super Bowl. He gets paid a lot of money. And at some point, they just kind of get tired of the same old thing. But Dax is still a really good quarterback. And I don't expect that to change. I think Dallas is going to stick with Dax as long as they need to. Could Dallas tank and then they give Joe Milton a shot? Sure, but then it's Joe Milton on a bad Dallas team. He'll probably take the losses too. I don't see it. What I will say is while everybody is looking at Joe Milton and they're saying, well, he's kind of like the seventh guy sneaking in there, collect. I think they're ignoring the obvious. If you want to stash a guy for the cheap, I think they're ignoring the obvious choice, which is the rat, Spencer Rattler. Now, I haven't been loading up on Spencer Rattler, but if you're going to, now is the time. Spencer Rattler is in a good situation in New Orleans. He's got a new coach. I think that team's going to get better and better. He got thrown into the fire last year. He looked okay sometimes. He did not look okay other times. But if you read the camp notes, again, it's very important to read these camp notes. Their second round pick, Tyler Shuck, is terrible. He has looked terrible. He has performed terrible. Nothing that they've been hoping out of him has shown so far at camp. And Spencer Rattler has been clearly the best quarterback of the camp. He is clearly the number one quarterback in New Orleans right now. And understand, Tyler Shuck will turn 26 here pretty soon. Spencer Rattler's a full year younger. He's actually the younger quarterback, even though he's got a rookie behind him pushing him. I have a lot of faith in Spencer Rattler. He's a cocky kid. I don't necessarily like his personality, but I will say he was a big recruit out of high school. He went into some situations where I don't think his attitude helped him throughout college. He got drafted, I believe, in the 5th round again by the Saints. He probably got out there before he was ready last year. And I think all that benefits him. I think he's come into camp, per notes, he's come into camp a little bit more humble, and a little bit more ready to work, understanding that he has an opportunity right now. He is the clear front runner. And again, if you look at Joe Milton's prices, they are not anywhere near these guys, but it's a weird zone. He's getting priced pretty decently, not like a guy that's not going to play. It's getting priced like a guy people are investing in. And yet, if you look at the similar cards with Spencer Rattler, he is dirt cheap. He's dirt cheap. And the thing about Rattler is you don't have to worry about an injury. You don't have to hope Dax gets hurt before Rattler takes over. He's going to start. And I don't think, given the early reports, I don't think Shook's going to overtake him. I really don't. I know they'll be itching to give Shook a shot. Maybe the Saints, they struggle a little bit, so later in the year, they throw in Shook just to see what they have. But there's a chance in that division, Tampa Bay, the Falcons, the Saints, there's a chance that they're not bad. The Panthers, I forgot them. There's a chance that they can hang in that division. There's a chance, that division has had a division winner have a losing record. There's a chance they could be in the playoff hunt in that division and still needing to play Rattler. I really think this is the guy that people should be investing in right now, not Joe Milton. I agree. Milton's talents, when you just watch, him throw a football, it wows you. Spencer, maybe not that, but Spencer Rattler has the job right now. He has a weak division right now. He has an opportunity right now. He has talent, and he's in a new offensive scheme that uses running quarterbacks, and he's a running quarterback. He's kind of the best running athletic quarterback that they have on their squad. He's going to get an opportunity that I don't think Joe Milton will. I think people are really missing out on Spencer Rattler. And if you're going to invest in the future, if you're going to buy low on guys and hope it pans out, because, at some point, way in the past, Tom Brady, one year was the Devin Leary of everybody's packs. They got Tom Brady's and they put him aside saying, oh, well, it happens. It happens, and I'm not saying any of these guys can be Tom Brady, but can they turn into a legitimate top 15 quarterback and see their prices skyrocket? Absolutely. And if I'm banking on a guy that's not one of these guys to do it out of this draft class, I got to go with the guy that's already got the job. So Spencer Rattler, I think right now is a buy. You should buy Spencer Rattler cards. I honestly believe that is such a better investment. It's cheaper and a better investment than Joe Milton cards right now. And maybe further down the road, Joe Milton does prove to be the better quarterback, but I don't think it's going to be in the upcoming year. So if you're looking for short-term holds, I think Spencer Rattler's your guy. Other quick camp notes that I've been hearing, a lot of people investing in Roman Wilson. I grabbed little pieces of Roman Wilson myself. He didn't get to play last year. He's got Aaron Rodgers. George Pickens got shipped out. Everybody's saying, well, he's going to get this huge opportunity. Camp notes on Roman Wilson so far, not great. He has not done anything to really justify his position on the team even. Let alone stand out. And Pittsburgh's kind of looking at a more grinded out type of offense where they may only use one, possibly two wide receivers, and Calvin Austin appears to be wide receiver number 2. So as much as I'm hoping, and I have more mail coming in of better Roman Wilson cards, but as much as I'm hoping for Roman Wilson, right now it's not looking great. So I'd be tepid on buying Roman Wilson. There's a lot of hype kind of going on with Roman Wilson, but it's based on what I can tell, based on nothing. His prices are going up a little bit based on just kind of the hype. It's not happening right now. The other camp note that's interesting, Blake Corum looking great in Rams camp. Now, he's in a tough spot. They drafted another running back. They have Kyron Williams, who's in a holdout right now, or a sit-in, I guess. He's attending, but he's not got a contract done. And Kyron Williams is a guy that he blocks well, which is something very important to Sean McVay. And he is McVay's guy. And McVay is really loyal to his guys. So I do see Kyron Williams, if they work out this contract thing, I do see Kyron Williams still being the number 1 back. But the number 2 back position, Corum last year did nothing. Corum is basically forgotten. Corum is as low as you can get with rookie buys right now. You can get Corum cards for dirt cheap. Jonathan Brooks Uptown and Corum's Uptown are going almost for the same price. Jonathan Brooks has not played and will not be playing anytime soon. Corum's got a chance here. I think he's going to get a ton of carries. He's slimmed down. He looks very fast, and he's had the last 2 practices due to camp notes. He has looked fantastic and has looked like a guy that very possibly could contend for that number 1 position at running back in Los Angeles. So Blake Corum, just keep an eye on the camp notes. Blake Corum has looked great, and Kyren Williams still not signed up. Kyren Williams' situation lingers. There's a chance Kyren Williams not ready for the beginning of the year. If that happens, Corum likely running back number 1, and if he can rattle off a couple 100-yard games, maybe 2-3 touchdowns those first couple weeks, you'll see Corum. I have a feeling you'll see these basement prices on Corum begin to rise. So those are camp notes. Keep an eye on your camp notes. If you have any questions, any suggestions, please leave comments, subscribe, follow, and I'll also put a link into my eBay store in case you want to look at any of the cards I have to offer. And I tell you what, if you leave me a comment, you subscribe, and you message me at my eBay store, I will send you this card. First one I see do it, I will send them this card. Actually, if there's like 10 people, I'll do like a little raffle. I'll send them this card. So if you want a Joe Milton card, in fact, I'll do 2. I'll pick 2 people that comment, subscribe, and message me in my eBay. I'll just pick them at random, not the first ones. I'll just pick them at random. I'll send one to one, the other to the other. So you'll have some Joe Milton investments if that's what you're looking for. But by all means, subscribe, leave a comment, hit me up on my eBay. Until next time.